What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Today we're taking a look at the Centurion Mk. This is a British medium tank with a battle rating of 5.7, and it's largely been overshadowed because of a couple of other vehicles that were added at the same time. This came out in patch 1.67, the same time that we get the American T-34, the Soviet IS-6, and the German RU-251. Those tanks have caused a little bit of controversy because of their battle ratings, and well, this one has kind of slipped under the cracks, or into the cracks rather. I've been trying to figure out just how to play this in particular because it's got the armor of some heavy tanks, and yet it's got the maneuverability that British tanks really lack. So I've been using it more as a light tank and being really aggressive with it. It's a much better tank once you get the APDS, of course, because you will get up tiered a lot, up to 6-7. So as I push up here, I know people are over here. I've seen two over here. I don't take a shot at either of them because I don't want to give away my position. Instead, I call artillery on them, get an artillery kill on the PT-76, push up to get a flank shot on whatever else is here, and I see a little potato truck there. Spawning in a potato truck at the start of the battle is probably not the smartest idea. My guess is he planned on using those early spawn points to get a plane up. And here's the heavy tank that I was looking for. Side shot. Perfect. 3 quick kills, and we're starting to cafe again. But it's this really super aggressive push that I made that I'm having a lot of success with. Putting yourself in a place where most tanks don't expect you, that's very important. That's very light tank-like. Medium tanks have a tendency to either play more like heavy tanks, or they tend to overflank. That is, to push to the most furthest outskirts of a map and get into some obnoxious, cancerous spot and do minimal damage. When in reality, all you have to do is just get into a spot early game where people don't expect you. T-34-85 got behind that building just before I could take him out. So I want to finish him off before he's able to end the city and do any kind of damage. I'm trying to keep these guys from bringing in reinforcements. I'm trying to get my machine gun to get around the side of this building. Just got the side of him for kill number 5. I see a PT-76 coming down the road right at me. I don't think he could figure out where I was or what I was, so he held his shot. That's 6 kills in just a couple of minutes. If you can get in a early game spot like that and take out that first and even the second wave of tanks, you can really make an impact on the game. Now, the remainder of that game on Poland was not that interesting, so I decided to just move on to another game. This time I'm going to show the entire game, and we're up against Germany this time. I take notice of what I thought was some gunfire coming up here. Sure enough, it's a Tiger. Take out the right side of his tank crew. More specifically, I got the gunners now aim for the left as he tries to reverse out of danger. Apparently, he didn't either have smoke grenades, or he just didn't think to use them. Either way, quick, easy kill. And I've managed to rope in Brian to come with me as I'm trying to get into another early game position. There's a little triangular area next to a burned out church over here to the left of A. It actually looks in towards A. And it's where a lot of people tend to hold up and shoot into A. And I've come to the spot quite a bit here lately, and it's worked out quite well for me. As I push up, I'm cautious because I know people are going to be coming from the spawn and from B. I don't want to be overly aggressive that I don't see this guy, and sure enough, there's a Tiger that finally pushes out. I don't know if he saw me or not, but take out 2 of his crew. Obviously, this gives away my position, but there's an M18 to my left, and he's going to be focusing on that Tiger, so I'm going to take this opportunity to use the M18 as a distraction, essentially. Have the Tiger focus on him. I'm going to push up into this little area that I wanted to go to in the first place. You see the church. Sure enough, we got 2 Tigers. One here, I missed. Second one pushes in towards the center of the city, towards the A-cap. I instruct Brian to watch my left as I push into the right and try to get this Tiger as he tries to run away down this middle road. Find 2 Tiger H1s sitting here. I don't aim for the engine. Instead, I aim for the breach. I aim for the center of the tank's turret. Tank cannot shoot its gun safely if you shoot out its breach, so he has to repair. This guy has smoke. However, it's only inevitable that I end up getting the kill. Gunner, push up, try to figure out where this guy is exactly and finish off the remainder of his cruise. Basically, my strategy. There he is. Got his gunner again. Like playing, you really have to play whack-a-mole with the crew when you're playing British tanks, and this is due to the fact that the shells lack any sort of high explosive filler that you will often find on, say, German, Russian, Japanese, or American tanks. See a Tiger just sitting here. I thought maybe he was disabled. It was a terrible first shot. Second shot, he finally realizes where I am and starts to move. Next shot goes into the cannon breach, so he's effectively out of this fight. Another Tiger in the middle of the city. I just finish off the remainder of this guy's crew. And I initially considered going towards the heart of the city, but I don't want to this early in the game because I'm concerned about getting shot from about a dozen different angles. The middle of Normandy is just ridiculous. Just so many different angles people can come at you from. Guy just got taken out in front of me. The jumbo T-25 is engaging. I see a Tiger. So I shoot his first 2 crew members, thinking that maybe he had been damaged and all we needed to do is take out those last 2. But no, he still had full health even though he side on to these guys. Got his gunner, horizontal, vertical, so his turret's essentially out for a minute. Pop smoke, yeah. It's not gonna help you, buddy. It's not gonna console you for very long. You don't have any allies up there to help you. So it's not like I'm gonna be afraid to push you when I know your turret's out. So finish him off for kill number 5. And once again, I hesitate at the idea of going towards A. Not just because of the angles, but because of my team. Look at the mini-map for a second. Almost my entire team is respawning, and half of them are in the SPA. I don't feel like it's a very smart strategy to go into the city at this point. Perhaps in a minute or 2, once my team has arrived and I have some idea as to where the enemies are, but at this point, it's a little bit risky. So instead, I opt to go down the same road that I was just on, figuring somebody's going to be coming down this road looking for revenge. After all, I just killed 5 of their other teammates. Somebody's going to want some revenge, and sure enough, another Tiger pops up. Hold my shot, get what I want, which is the cannon breach. Again, cannon breach is the key to killing Tigers. With the Centurion, anyway. So Brian's coming around the backside. I tell him that the Tiger's turret is out, so go ahead and take a shot at him if you can get a clean shot. He does, but minimal damage as usual. One shot, of course. APDS is such a good round to use. That's kill number 6. And now we just continue our push towards this old burned out church. Sure enough, a Panther shows up. I wait for him to turn and get straight on for me, aim for the right side of his upper plate, and take out 4 crew members, all with that one APDS shot. Just incredibly good round. The 17-pounder is an awesome cannon at this BR. As long as you get that APDS shell, it's excellent. I see that smoke, and I immediately suspect that there's at least one up there. I drop artillery where I suspect he's going to be. Sure enough, there's a SPA and a medium. Brian puts a shot into the medium. It's a Panther. My artillery, strangely enough, ends up ninjaing the kill. I don't know. I don't get very many artillery kills, but this is going to be one of those odd games. I showed you one earlier from a different battle, and there it goes. Brian, he was kind of confused because the Panther, if I recall, was on fire from his round. He says, "How did you get that kill? You didn't even come around the corner." I push up even further, trying to get anyone coming from B, and Brian says there's someone coming from the spawn right in front of me, and he was right in front of me. It's a tiger. Of course, I do absolutely nothing. I yellow half of his crew. He shoots, but because I got his loader, he's not able to load his gun quick enough. That's kill number 9. One away from an ace. Brian just got taken out by a whirlwind near this old burned-out church. So we're gonna go swing around and try to intercept him before he happens to kill us. You have to remember, the SPA are very dangerous to medium tanks. All they have to do is get around on your backside and shoot you in your engine or detrack you or whatever. And thankfully he doesn't even see me. However, that's an absolutely terrible shot. Lights him on fire. Kill assist. M6A1 comes in, takes the kill, pops his turret right off. It'll be a few minutes before I would actually find anyone to take a shot at. Just drive around the city. Then we find out that someone's capping A, so we're finally going to have to inspect A. This is the one area of the city that I hate going to simply because of so many angles to cover. Sure enough, there's a tiger in the cap. So carefully take a shot at his turret, take out his gun breech, as I've tried to all this game, and whirlwind shoots me. Takes out my tracks. I can't move. Put a shot into his turret so he can't shoot me again. Tiger's out repairing. Finished off the whirlwind. And now we have to deal with this tiger. He can't shoot. I can't move. Fire at his gunner, trying to take him out, and watch the timer on the repair. It hits 0, so I try to move, but because the timer wasn't completely off my screen, technically there was still like half a second left, and now I'm out of ammo. I've gone through all 29 rounds of my ammo. The only thing I could have done here differently is I could have popped smoke, and I didn't even think about it. And he shoots me. He replaced his gunner, he repaired his breach, but if you notice, I did drop artillery as a last resort. For some reason I thought of dropping artillery, but not smoke. Just one of those brain farts, you know? The M19, he tries his best, but he just can't get his gun, and it's just the way it goes. What can I say? Got 10 kills, but wait, we got the tiger with artillery! Why couldn't that have happened 10 seconds ago? It's 2 artillery kills in one game, 11 kills with the Centurion Mk. It's just an awesome tank. I highly recommend getting it if you haven't. It's one of those tanks that's definitely been overshadowed by some of the more controversial tanks, and as well as the introduction of Tier 6 tanks like the T-64 and the MBT, KPZ. This is one of those tanks that definitely deserves a shot if you haven't done so already. Especially thanks to the mobility upgrades. This isn't a really slow tank like a lot of the British infantry tanks are. If you're curious why all of a sudden I jumped from a Challenger to a Comet, that's because I got killed by a Jagdpanzer who was camping on the statue. So no one pointed him out, and I got one shot. That's just the way it goes sometimes on that map. Still end up with 11 kills, 2 deaths, 60,000 in silver lines, and 4,000 in RP. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.